Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about the Easter Island, or Rapa Nui. Please remember to like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Fact 1. The Rapa Nui people. Although the island is known around the world as Easter Island, the island is really called Rapa Nui for the people that originally inhabited. These people are believed to be descendants of Polynesians from Tahiti, Hawaii, and so forth, and they migrated to this island a long time ago and are the indigenous people of this island. The Rapa Nui people did not really record much history, so much is unknown about how they got to Easter Island, and it's a very interesting issue and topic for anthropologists to understand, because Rapa Nui, or Easter Island, is very far away from everything else. It is extremely geographically isolated, and therefore people widely believe that they used canoes or other types of Polynesian-built seafaring vessels to get to where they need to go. The Rapa Nui people also had similar society structures, such as classes between the high priests, the elite, and the commoners, very similar to other Polynesian cultures in Tahiti and Hawaii. Now let's get into the next fact. Fact 2. Special territory of Chile. Even though the Rapa Nui people have been living there for thousands of years, when the Europeans came, of course, they were colonized immediately because they lacked really all the resources necessary to develop a very advanced nation. And as a result, they were conquered fairly quickly and subjected to European rule. Interestingly, the Spanish wasn't even the first Europeans who encountered the island. In fact, it was discovered by a Dutch person and named it Easter Island because this Dutch navigator discovered it on Easter Sunday. The next people that came over were Spanish, and then the British explorer James Cook also visited, followed by the French, until finally becoming a special territory of Chile as it is today. Chile is a modern, developed country and speaks Spanish amongst most of its population, and therefore the Rapa Nui are also Spanish-speaking people. The next fact, fact 3, dilapidated before discovery. While it is common knowledge that whenever Europeans visited a place that they have not discovered before, they brought diseases with them which wiped out the native population. This happened everywhere in the world, and you may think that it happened with Rapa Nui as well, or Easter Island, beginning with the Dutch discovery. But in reality, when the Dutch navigator Jacob found the island, it was already dilapidated. The civilization that was on the island was already in its decay. There are many theories about this. One prominent theory being that when the Rapa Nui people came over from Polynesia, they brought invasive species with them, such as rats or other types of plants, which overtook the island and really disrupted the biodiversity of the island. And so when the Europeans discovered Easter Island, it was already very barren. The Moa statues were already in ruins, and the civilization that was living on the island was already in a steep decline. Now let's get into the next fact. Fact 4. The Moai statues are eroding. The Moai statues are arguably the most famous structures on Easter Island. And in fact, it is probably one of the primary reasons why people visit this island. Due to its bare landscape having all the vegetation destroyed, all the rain and the wind that comes from the natural weather constantly erodes the statues. And it really is no different from the wind and the rain eroding a beach cliff or somewhere along the edge of an ocean. or even carving out of a Grand Canyon, right? All it takes is time and pressure. And the Moai statues are made of stone, right? They're not made of synthetic materials. And of course, they are subject to the same wear and tear from nature. And as a result, the Moai statues are slowly eroding away and eventually becoming really just a piece of stone, long obligated stone, that may be not of interest to anybody. And when that happens, I'm not really sure who else would visit Easter Island, because it would have lost its one of its main attractions that drew people to visit there. So make sure you visit before they are gone. Let's get to the next fact. Fact 5. Forever mystery. Because the Rapa Nui people did not have recorded history, and everything was done orally through traditional storytelling passed down from one generation to the next, there's really no verifiable or concrete evidence on the history of the island, why the island became dilapidated when the Europeans discovered it, and really what caused the downfall of the Rapa Nui people. It'll always be a mystery, and everyone will have their theories, some wild such as aliens and something like that, or just really natural things like they really destroyed the ecosystem of the island and the island became unsustainable. Anything could have happened, and no one will ever know the true history, the rise and fall of the Rapa Nui people on Easter Island. It is a shame that even they themselves don't know and have to rely on legends and stories passed down through generations that could contain embellishments and exaggerations, as it is typical in storytelling. Well, that's it for my video today. Thank you so much for watching. Really, I hope you enjoyed it, and please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.